think I'm trying to keep myself busy enough to not have my mind on it and stuff like that. So just like I said, just spend time with my family and then see where my mind takes me and just see what everybody thinks and stuff like that and go from there.
Maybe start with a nice vacation.
Yeah, that's definitely
Probably,
yeah,
you
yeah,
probably
yeah.
earn that.
That's definitely one of the main ones for sure.
One day, if this is the end, not just for you, but
Mhm.
we'll see if you come back. But like Tom Brady, let's say
Mhm.
he does retire for real. So what's his ride been like these last 3 years?
Oh, it's been amazing. Self-explanatory, man. Tom is Tom. What he brought in the organization, what he brings to this team, what he brings to guys like me. The way he competes, the way he is as a person, first and foremost. That was amazing to witness. So definitely appreciate him. I told him that last night after the game. I had a little conversation with him. I told him how much I appreciate him. Not just a football player, but as a man. How he go about his business, how he's a leader, how he does things, stuff like that. So it definitely was an honor to be able to witness that.
A lot of times they say don't meet your heroes. I was
Mhm.
talking to Cam about that, but in this situation, like Cam was saying, he was the guy
Yeah.
that I thought he was.
Yeah, exactly. You always hear the little rumors and stuff before he even got here. I was like, man, you ask people like how Tom is, obviously. Like, man, like he's just a great dude. You know what I'm saying? Like a guy who had all the accolades that he has. You expect him to act a certain way or be a certain different type of prima donna type guy, but it was far from that. You know what I'm saying? Like when he first got here, you obviously then didn't know how to approach him, but then he reached out, he called guys and stuff like that. He's like, oh, like, dang, I ain't expect that. And then when you get here and you get a chance to physically meet him and just see how he interact with people, how he goes about his day and stuff like that. It just was amazing to witness, and definitely appreciative of him.
What was that first phone call like for you?
Yeah, just basically, I remember like it was yesterday. He called. I remember Jason called me. He was like, "Hey, Tom want to reach out to you. I'm gonna give you a number." I'm like, "Oh, okay." He called me, and then he was like, "Hey, Lavonte, man, never get a chance to play with each other. I still remember when you sacked me, but get a chance to play with each other, man. I just want to let you know that I'll be grateful. I want to, I'm welcome to be a part of you guys' locker room. And just like don't treat me any different. Still, I'm gonna be a competitive guy, a fun guy, a great teammate, and I'm looking forward to working with you. And went like that, pretty smooth.
What's the biggest thing you think the roster learned from this season?
Biggest thing the roster learned, man, just probably with a lot of injuries, you just always got to remember like next guy up mentality. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got to be prepared like they're a starter. And that's one of the main things that I take away from this season. We had a lot of key guys get hurt for, obviously with Jensen going down. So, starting with that was a real big thing. But definitely having that attitude of like preparing yourself like you're going to be a starter one day. Because in this game, it's a violent football game, and injuries happen. And just being there prepared when your number's called.
Would you want to finish out your career here?
Oh yeah, of course. Who wouldn't? You know what I'm saying? They entrusted me 11 years. I've been a captain 8 or 9 of those 11 years, and definitely enjoyed my time here. And I would love to finish my career here, but like I said, just got a lot to think about right now. So I'm just gonna take this time and just embrace this moment, free time that I have, and spend time with my family and then go from there.
What would it mean to see your name up there with all the other greats like the Rondé Barber and Derek Brooks, Warren Sapp, the Buccaneer greats that people talk about in the Ring of Honor? What would it mean to see your name up there? Because a lot of people put you in that category.
Yeah, I mean, obviously it'd be incredible, have my name go up in the pro football stadium and stuff like that. As a kid, you never really thought of something like that, but now that's possibly can be a reality is just kind of mind blowing. When your name going up to next to guys like Derek Brooks, who you kind of like watch and kind of idolize, and then Rondé, who you actually played with. Man, so it's incredible. I ain't really think about it till now. You just mentioned it, so it's definitely an incredible moment, for real.
A lot of other people have
Yeah,
mentioned
a lot.
it, though, I promise.
You never thought about that when you were growing up? Like someday you'd have your name up on a stadium or be in a Hall of Fame? Or
Not really, nah.
Look
Not
at
really.
this guy,
I mean,
he's such an instigator.
I think my love for the game actually kind of like succumb that. I never really just sit down and think about where I can be. I just play the game because I love it and I love being out there on the field and stuff like that. But like she mentioned it just then, so that's really the first time really like, oh, you know, it's, I guess it's possibly a possibility to do that. So definitely an amazing feat, and you know, if it does happen, I know my parents will be proud of me.